Okay, for any of you, hello folks, it's Finn. For anyone who's watching my Pell work for some unknown reason, other than just to watch and see how I do my Pell work, thank you for watching. I'm doing this mostly so I can watch my Pell work to see what I'm being slack on, sloppy on, all that kind of good stuff. As you can see, this week I was smart and moved my wife's car out of the bay. I moved my Jeep out of the bay last week. I didn't move my wife's car out, so I kept on, as you noticed on last week's video, I kept on looking at her car, which really bugged me when I was watching the film. So I'm assuming anyone that's watched any of that would probably annoy it also. But this is basically just my Pell work. I do Duke Uther's 6-count Pell work, except I add in a thrust, a head wrap, and a leg wrap to it. All told, I designed my version of this primarily because I was also doing the 100 shot a day thing at the same time. And their version didn't get me exactly to 100. I think it got me to, I can't remember the math. I've got it in the house. But it didn't get me to 100. So I was having to do extra stuff, whatever at the end. But I probably was getting 100 because a lot of times, a lot of shots, I will throw a third shot to clear. But still, for the purpose of this or whatever, I wanted to make sure I was always at over 100. This actually, with the nine stations, actually comes out to, I think, 162 shots. So yeah, so if you do this every day, guess what? You're going to get your 100 shots in. Thank you for watching. If you're watching this, enjoy some Amon off, if that's how you pronounce it. I've never actually looked up to see exactly how you pronounce this. And enjoy it if you're watching. Just getting my shoulders sorted. And for those of you who are wondering if I'm using my normal turning stick, no, this is my old stick that I keep in this basket because I normally don't do, when I do two sword, I don't normally do two swords. So I keep one of my old turning sticks, or actually practice sticks, in my extra basket, so I can do all my Pell work with this without worrying about screwing up my regular practice stick. So, all right. I'll double check to make sure everything's in focus. Actually, that I see everything. That's good enough. All right. For those who watched last week, you'll probably see me going a little bit faster this time because watching the film, as far as breaks, I think I stopped too much last time. I'm going to try to be more fluid in the fight on this and make it more of a real fight. I try to do my Pell work as a real fight. One of the reasons why I added in the movements is so it's real fight, which is why you'll see me set up, out here, here. Do this. A lot of stuff that you'll see me if you're seeing me an attorney, you'll see me do the same stuff. It's because I practice it here. So for those, just a quick refresher, Duke Uther 6-point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I added 7, 8, 9. So your first round is going to look like I go right leg lead usually. If I do center grip, I'm usually doing right leg lead. So 1, and I added movement because, well, I need to learn how to move. So 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 5, 7. And yes, I'm also noticing that my flat snap is not coming in correctly. I'm coming in like this instead of this. This, I'm just gonna hit their shield. And since we go horizontal to their shield, I'm not doing that. I noticed that last week. So some shots are looking better, some are still sloppy. Part of it is I'm having to get around this, which normally is, my strap shield is not like this. Okay. 1, 8. Oop, I backed out incorrectly. I'm supposed to back out just like I would in a fight. Doing this backing out, it's going to get me killed. 1, 9. And you see, I try to exit diagonally one way or the other. I will back up, straight back every once in a while. I should be going more diagonally most of the time. A lot of it depends on when I throw, how I'm throwing my exit shot. Alright, so that's the basics of the shot, of this series. Because now I'll go 2-1, 2-2, 2-3, 2-4, 2-5, 2-6, and so on. So, alright, thank you all very much. And I'm going to go back into this. To a shot. I think I just skipped ahead. So I'm going to do leg shots, head shots. But I think I went from midsection to whatever. Or I'm doing leg shot twice. You'll notice sometimes I don't just set up like this to come in. I'm trying to make it more fluid. So you'll see me out here. I'm going to take that step here. In there. I try to make it more of a step fluid instead of me, ha, okay, I'm here. What am I going to do next? I'm trying to get more fluid with my fighting. And you'll notice this time, I'm doing my blocks after. I think that's what was catching me off last week, was that little short break in between everything, doing my shield blocks. It's like, no, do this first, then do the shield blocks second. Short get broke. And for those curious, I practice the power armpit, not the thumb lead. Just less wear and tear. Which is why you'll see me, I can throw this and then that. Perfectly fine. The power armpit to the other side, you can throw it back to back. Thumb lead takes a little more time, which can work in your favor. You go thumb lead, shift, boom. So it's kind of like the thumb lead, shift, back to thumb lead. It's the same basic principle. For those who watch my thumb lead video. I tend to throw my wraps like this on the head wraps. I got a lot of guys in my area that do this with their shields when they see a wrap coming. So if I throw this, I just miss them, or it skips off the shield. So I try to come more down, so I catch them like this, if I catch them. Problem with my height is, most guys are taller than me, so it doesn't always work. But when it does, it's pleasant. And yes, I tend to press my shield. So I'm trying to get used to it. I'm so used to it with the strap shield. My shield is here, it doesn't do much. I'm trying to get this in people's way, partially to blind them. Or to take up their sword side. So they have to fight through my shield. I don't press, I just kind of get it out there and then stop. It works, man. It's still a work in progress. and also for that reason. I'm trying to work into, if I'm gonna thrust, I'm getting that there, especially like off the leg wrap, or off this, is I'm bringing the shelf back, I can bring my arm back through on either one of these shots. Back through, blind, and then putting that in the way. And then putting that right after my shield gets back out of the way. And it's, like I said, work in progress. Now I'll go a little bit slower because I'm going wraps. I'm going to the wrap section. Just watch the torque on the other. And you'll notice my head wrap has changed. If I'm going as a first shot, it's more designed for right around the ear, temple area. That's where my aiming is. That's where my target is. Or if I get lucky enough and show me enough, right back behind the ear. A lot of this design, this, a lot of times, is one of the closest points in someone's helm. I mean, temple is usually a really good spot. But you've got such a good chance of just skipping off for a temple. Because there's a blow back further here that's usually a nice little close spot of someone's helm to their head. So they just feel a little better. Whoops. I feel like being through it wrong, you can sit in there. So again. High. Yeah, slow it down. I'm getting used to thrusting sometimes with my exit shot. Those who saw my hidden hand wrap, you notice I'm throwing these a little more out. It's still coming up, so if I miss, I'm doing that. Normally I'll throw a fake into this. Just a little bit of a pump. But for the purpose of this shot, for this practice, I don't do that. It's sloppy. And last but not least, And just. Alright folks, if you're still here, congratulations. You just watched something very boring. I'm going to go into basically blocking all those shots while moving, all that kind of good stuff. So I'm probably going to be facing the camera a lot more. Alright. And you see, like my first couple of sets, I kept going backwards. I gotta get myself, or I'm blocking and moving forwards into the fight. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm alive. He's still alive too. I need to be getting aggressive. Oops, I'm dead. I TikToked. There's a leg shot, leg wrap. Whoops. I'm kind of a bigger guy, so that's a lot of times get that to work. Sometimes not though. I was doing a lot, I was going backwards. So I would have had to really put a lot into that. I can get it to work, but it's kind of sloppy. It's more of an escape shot, not a kill shot. It's kind of useless. Just practice on the shot. Honestly, everything else is really not out of our first shot. Alright guys, thank you very, very much for the guys who either watch the whole thing or skip forward to get to certain parts. Like I said, got any comments, please leave them. Got any requests for other tutorials or anything like that, please feel free. And that's it. Have a good night. Thanks.